The sum of two consecutive even numbers is 50. What are the numbers? To solve this question, we first have to know what an even number is. So an even number is any number that can be expressed in the form of 2k, where k is an integer, right? Good. So now we are saying that in the sum of two consecutive even numbers. So now let's take some example. For instance, if we have 2, then the next consecutive even number will be 4, right? Now if we have 6, then the next consecutive even number will be 8. So that's the number plus 2 will be the next consecutive even number. So here we have 2, so that's 2 plus 2 will be the next consecutive number, which is 4. In our second example, so we have the even number to be 6, then the next consecutive even number was given as 8, which is 2 plus 6. And so here, if we assume that the first consecutive number is 2k, then the next consecutive number will be 2k plus 2. And we are saying that the sum of these two numbers is 50. So that we are going to have 2k plus 2k plus 2 is equal to 50. Now let's add like terms. So we are going to have 4k plus 2 is equal to 50. So we just group like terms. So we are going to have 4k is equal to 50 minus 2, which is going to give us 4k is equal to 48. And so k will be giving us 12. So that's k is giving us 12. So we just have to find the numbers. So that's k is giving us 12. So that's the first consecutive even number will be 2 multiplying k, which is 12. So that's going to be 24. Then the next consecutive even number will be 2. K is now 12 plus 2. And that's going to give us 26. Now let's verify if this answer is correct. Now let's add these two answers to see. So that's 24 plus 26 will be giving us 50. And so our answer is correct. So hence the correct option is option A. With our next question, we have the sum of three consecutive odd numbers is 45. What are the integers? With this question also, it looks like the other question that we just solved. So now here we have to know what an odd number is. Now an odd number is any number that can be expressed in the form of 2k plus 1, where k is an integer, right? So now here we have the sum of three consecutive odd numbers. So as we did for the even number case, now let's try this example out. So if the first odd number is 1, then the next odd number will be 3, then the next odd number will be 5, 7, and so on. So if the first odd number is 5, then the next odd number will be 7, then the next one will also be 9. So that's from each odd number we are going to add 2, 2, 2, right? So here we are saying that let the first odd number be 2k plus 1. Then to go on to the next odd number, we need to add 2 onto this number. And so we are going to have the first number is 2k plus 1. Then our next odd number will be giving us 2k plus 1 plus 2. Then from this odd number also, if we want to jump from this onto the next odd number, we need to add 2 to this odd number. So that's going to give us 2k plus 1 plus 2 plus 2. So now let's simplify these guys. So here will be 2k plus 1, here will be 2k plus 3, and here will be 2k plus 5. And from the question, we are being told that the sum of these three consecutive odd numbers, thus we need to add these guys. And so we are going to have 2k plus 1 plus 2k plus 3 plus 2k plus 5. And we were told that the sum of these guys is 45. So now let's simplify and find k. So we need to add the like terms. So here will be 2k plus 2k plus 2k, which is 6k. Then we add the numbers 1 plus 3, which is 4, plus 5, which is 9. So here will be 9 is equal to 45. And so we simplify in group terms. So that will be 6k is equal to 45 minus 9. And here is going to be 6k is equal to 36. And so we are going to have k will be equal to 36 divided by 6. And so k is equal to 6. So hence the numbers will be given us. So here we have the first number to be 2k plus 1. So we are going to have 2 multiplying 6 plus 1, which is 13. So the next one will be 2 multiplying 6 plus 3, which is going to be 15. And the last odd number will be 2 multiplying 6 plus 5, which is going to be 17. And so the correct option is option A. That a water in the tank contains 600 liters. If 40 liters is used daily, how many days will the water last? So now we are going to have 40 liters is equal to 1 day. Then 600 liters will be equal to x days, right? So now from the question we know that 40 is to 1. Then 600 will be equal to x. So now let's find x. So now we cross multiply. So we are going to have 40x is equal to 600 multiplying 1. So our goal is to find x. So that's you have to divide by the coefficient of x, which is 40. So we are going to have 40x divided by 40 is equal to 600 divided by 40. And so x will be equal to 600 divided by 40, which is giving us 15. Therefore, our answer is 600 liters will last for 15 days. How much water is used from a tank containing 500 liters if 3/5 of it is used? So here we have the volume of the water to be 500 liters and we've used 3/5 of it. The volume of the water used will be giving us 3/5 times 500 liters. And so we can cancel out. So here is over 1. And so 5 can cancel 500. So we're going to have here to be 100. So that's going to give us 300 liters. So that's 300 liters of the water is used. With our third question, we have a reservoir contains 8,000 liters of water. If 25% of the water is used, how much remains? We have the total volume giving us 8,000. Now let's find the volume of the water used. So from the question, we are being told that 25% of the volume is used. So thus we are going to have 25% times 8,000 liters, and which is giving us 2,000 liters. Hence, the volume of the water remaining is the entire volume, which is 8,000, minus the volume used, which is 2,000. And so our volume will be giving us 6,000 liters. Thus, we have 6,000 liters remaining. With our next question, we have if 7 on 10 of a swimming pool's water is drained, what percentage of water remains? So we know that the entire percentage is 100%. So all that you have to do is to convert the amount drained into percentage. So we are going to have 7 on 10 multiplying 100%, which is going to give us 70%. So that's we've drained 70% of the entire volume of the swimming pool's water. So now that's the amount remaining will be 100% minus 70% because the entire percentage is 100%. So that's we are going to have 30% of the swimming pool's water remains? So our answer is 30%. Our next question is giving us a swimming pool contains 20,000 liters of water. If 20% of the water evaporates during the summer, how much water remains in the pool? Here we have the entire volume giving us 20,000, and we are being told that 20% evaporates. So now let's find the volume that evaporates. So we are going to have 20% of the volume, which is 20,000, and which is going to give us, so now 20% is 0.2, so 0.2 multiplying 20,000, and that's going to give us 4,000. And so 4,000 liters of the volume evaporates. So then the amount of water remaining in the pool will be the entire volume minus the volume that evaporates. Thus, the remaining volume is 20,000 minus 4,000, and which is going to give us 16,000. So that's 16,000 liters of the water remains after the summer. Now let's consider some questions on factorization. With our first question on factorization, we are being given the expression 12a squared b plus 15ab squared, and we are being asked to factorize this expression. To factorize this given expression, we need to find a common factor, right? So we are being given 12a squared b plus 15ab squared. Now let's find the common factors here. In the first term, we have a squared and we have a. So that's, we can factorize a from this guy. So we are going to have a out. Also, in the first term, we have b and we have b squared also here. So that's, we can factorize b out. So that's going to be b out. Now, let's look at the coefficients. So in the first term, we have 12 and we also have 15. Now let's find a factor that can go through 12 and 15. So that's, we can have 3. So 3 can go into 12, 4, and 3 can go into 15, 5. So we can factorize 3 out. So if we factorize 3ab from the first term, we are going to be left with 4a. Then in the second term also, if we factorize 3ab out, here we'll be left with 5 and then b. So that's, our answer is giving us 3ab, 4a plus 5b. And so the correct option is option A. Next question, we are also being asked to factorize 12x plus 36. That's, we just have to find the common factors, then we factor out those factors. We can see that 12 can go into 12x and 12 can go into 36, right? So that's, we are going to factor out 12 from this expression. So now 12 out, here we'll be left with only x. So that's x plus, so now if we factor out 12 from 36, we are going to be left with 3. So that will be 3. And so our answer is given below. So the correct option is option A. With our next question, we have Jane has twice as many apples as Tom. If Tom has X apples, how many apples does Jane have? From the question, we are being told that Tom has X apples. Now, we are also being told that Jane has twice the number of apples that Tom has. Now, Tom has X apples, so we are going to have twice, that's 2 times the number of apples, so that's X apples. And so Jane will have 2x apples, so that's, the correct answer is option A. Our next question is giving us the perimeter of a square garden is 36 meters. What is the length of each side of the square? Now, the first thing that you have to know is that a square has equal sides. That's, the length is the same as the width. That's, all the 4 sides are equal, right? So now if the perimeter is 36, Now to find the perimeter of a given shape, we add all the sides, right? For a given square, all the four sides are equal. So that's, if here is L, then all the sides will be L, 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 L. Now here, to find the perimeter of a square, we add all the four sides, right? So now if we are saying that the size is L, so that will be L plus L plus L plus L. And you are being told that the perimeter of this square is 36 meters. So this will sum up to 36 meters. So now our goal is to find L. And so we are going to have 4L is giving us 36 meters. So we just have to divide 36 by 4. So that's L will be giving us 9 meters. So now since the sizes are the same, this implies that here is going to be 9 meters, here will be 9, here will be 9, and here will also be 9. So that's the length of this given square is 9 meters. And so the correct option is option B. So our next question, we have a toy store sells teddy bears for $10 each. If X is the number of teddy bears purchased, what is the total cost? So here we have one bear will be equal to $10. And you are being told that X number of bears is purchased. So that's, we are going to have X times the price of each bear. So that's going to be $10x, right? So the correct option will be option B. Our next question is giving us the area of a rectangle is a squared units. If its length is x plus 3 units, what is the width of the rectangle? So now let's start by drawing our rectangle. And we are being told that the length is x plus 3. So here is going to be x plus 3. And we don't know the width. So let's call the width, say, w. Also, the area of this rectangle is being given as a squared units. So now let's find the width. And we all know how to find the area of a rectangle, right? That's the area of a rectangle. So let's call it ARC. It's giving us the length times the width. And the width is giving us W. And the length is giving us x plus 3. So the area from this question is giving us A. So our goal is to find W. So that's, we divide by x plus 3. So hence, the width of this given rectangle is A divided by x plus 3 units. And so the correct option is option B. With our next question, we have, if the sum of two numbers is 25 and one number is x, what is the other number? So let's call the other number, say, y. So we are going to have x plus y is giving us 25. So our goal is to find y. So we are going to have y is equal to 25 minus x. So hence the other number is 25 minus x. And so the correct option is option B. Our next question, we have the temperature in degrees Celsius C can be converted into Fahrenheit F using the formula F is equal to 9 on 5C plus 35. What is the Fahrenheit temperature if it is 25 degrees Celsius? So here you just have to substitute in 20 into this expression and we have our answer. Now from the question, we have the formula to be F is equal to 9 on 5C plus 32. And we have C giving us 20 degrees. So that's, we have C to be 20 degrees Celsius. So we just have to substitute this guy in. So we are going to have F to be equal to 9 on 5. C is now giving us 20. So that will be 20 plus 32. So now let's simplify this expression. 5 will go into 24 times, and we are going to have 4 times 9, which is 36, plus 32. Thus, our answer is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And so the correct option is option C. Our next question, we have a car rental company charges $40 per day for renting a car and an additional $20 per day for insurance. If X is the number of days a car is rented, what is the total cost including insurance? So from this question, we can see that if you rent a car a day, you are going to spend $40 plus $20, which is $60 a day. And so for a given car, we are going to spend $16 per day. And so if we rent this car for X number of days, then our total cost will just be $60 times the number of days, which in this case is giving us X. And so the correct option is option B. With our next question, we have the perimeter of a rectangle is 26 meters. If the width is X and the length is X plus 5, what are the dimensions of the rectangle? So now let's draw a rectangle. So you're going to have the rectangle giving us this guy. And here we are being told that the length is X plus 5 and the width is X. So since this is a rectangle, the opposite sides are the same. So here is going to be X and here is going to be X plus 5. So we are being told that the perimeter, that is the sum of all its lengths, is 26. So we need to add all these four sides. So we are going to have X plus 5 plus X plus X plus 5 plus X is equal to 26, because we are saying that the sum of these guys is 26. Now let's simplify these guys. Thus we need to add the like terms. So we are going to have X plus X, 2X plus X, 3X plus X, that's 4X. 4X plus 5 is 10 is equal to 26. And so here is going to be 4x is equal to 26 minus 10. Thus 4x is equal to 16, implying that x is equal to 4. And so x is given as 4, which implies that the width is 4 and the length will be given as 4 plus 5, which is 9. Hence, the width of this rectangle is 4 meters and the length is 9 meters. Thus, the correct answer is none of the above options. Our next question is giving us the cost of a book is $15 and it is on sale for 20% off. What is the sale price of the book? So that's the price of the book is being reduced by 20%. So we need to find the 20% of the actual price of the book. So here we have the actual price of the book is $15 and the book is being reduced by 20%. That's they've taken off 20% of the price of the book. So that's 20% of 15 will be giving us 0.2 times 15, and that's equal to $3. So they've taken off $3 from the actual price, and so the new price will be giving us the actual price, which is $15 minus the reduction, that will be 3, and so the new price is now $12. So the correct option is option A. With our last example, we are given the area of a square is a square meters. What is the length of each side of the square? So since it's a square, all the lengths are equal. Let's begin by drawing our square. So that's our square is given below. So here will be L and here will be L, L and L. So the area is given as a square meters. So since it's the area of a square, we are going to have the length times length is given as a squared meters. So now L times L will be given as L squared then a square meters. And so let's find L. So L will be given as the square root of a square meters. So that will be the square root of a squared meters. And that's our answer will be square root of a meters. And so the length of this square is the square root of a. And so the correct option is option A.